Today you are a slave, I am a slave, we are all slaves. We no longer toil in cotton fields. We toil in call centers, warehouses, kitchens, code.
We no longer carry chains on our ankles.
We carry them in our calendars, in our inboxes, in our silence, and we dare call this progress. I am not here today to preach rage, nor to stir fear. I have come with a message, heavy, yes, but necessary, because I see a world that has moved forward in time, but not in truth. We, the people of the earth, have escaped one kind of bondage, only to run into the arms of another. It wears a suit now. It speaks in metrics and profits and contracts. It no longer cracks the whip because it doesn't need to. They say we are free. But free to do what? To work, to all, to survive. Freedom, my brothers and sisters, is not the right to collapse from exhaustion. It is not the right to trade time for debt until the grave. It is not freedom if you do not own your hours. We have mistaken productivity for purpose. You ask a man how he's doing, he tells you how busy he is, as if busyness were a badge, as if exhaustion were evidence of virtue. But what does it profit a man to climb every ladder and never touch the sky? Look around. We are tired. We are rushing. We are losing our children to devices, our partners to burnout, our elders to silence. We have built a world so efficient that it has no room left for the soul. In the 1960s, I marched for civil rights. Today, I would march for human time, because the hours we have left are sacred, and they are being stolen. Some people don't live, they recover. Recover just enough sleep, just enough strength,
just enough peace
to go back into the machine. We were told machines would make our lives easier, but somewhere along the way, we became the machine. We reply faster,
scroll faster,
consume faster. But do we love faster? Do we heal faster? Do we rest? I met a man last week who told me he works 80 hours a week to get ahead. I asked him ahead of what? He had no answer. Just a nervous laugh and tired eyes. That, my friends, is slavery in a necktie. I speak to you not just as a preacher,
but as a father,
a husband, a human being. And I say it to you now, this life is not meant to be endured but lived. We broke the chains of cotton, now we must break the chains of cloth, because there are prisons without bars, because there are slaves who sign their contracts willingly, because there is more to life than chasing a paycheck you can never catch. Don't misunderstand me. Work has dignity, effort has honor, but when labor becomes your identity and fatigue your inheritance, you have not found dignity. You have been devoured. The world sells you a lie that if you work hard enough, you'll be free. But how can you be free if you've never sat still long enough to hear your own soul speak? This is the paradox of our age. We have more food and less nourishment, more information and less wisdom, more connection and more loneliness, more things and less time to enjoy them. We have traded essence for image, silence for noise, wonder for efficiency. My dream is not dead, but it has been delayed. Delayed by the lie that rest is weakness. Delayed by the myth that self-worth is earned by sacrifice alone. No, you matter not because you produce, but because you exist. We have a right to be more than useful. We have a right to be whole. We are not machines. We are not assets. We are not lines on a spreadsheet. We are sacred beings with sacred time. And let me say this plainly. A society that burns its people to fuel its profit will one day be buried in the ashes of its own denial. I still have a dream. I dream of a world where people come home before dark, where fathers are not strangers, where mothers are not exhausted, where children are not raised by screens. I dream of dinners around tables, of stories shared, of prayers whispered not out of desperation, but out of peace. We don't need a revolution of speed. We need a revolution of stillness. To the employers, let your workers breathe. To the governments, let your people rest. To the creators, build beauty, not just efficiency. And to the tired heart reading this, you were not born to serve the clock. You were born to serve love and light and life. Let this be the movement, not of protests alone, but of presence. Let this be the revolution, not of fire, but of Sabbath. Let this be the freedom,
not to escape work,
but to rediscover worth. And may we say one day to our grandchildren and their children after them, yes, we once were slaves again, but we remembered the dream.
And this time,
we set ourselves free.